We have turned our website orange on the 25th of November to mark the University of Luxembourg's commitment to UN Orange Week. UN Orange Week is designed to raise awareness of different forms of violence against women and girls, and very specifically forms of physical violence, what we could also term real-life violence. This year we're specifically drawing attention to the phenomenon of cyberbullying. This is a form of online violence which may appear to be less harmful than real-life violence in that it has less physical consequences, but it can actually have very grave effects. And out of the people who are worst affected, those who identify as female, women and girls are very often the ones who suffer the most traumatic forms of cyberbullying. Researchers at the University of Luxembourg will not be able to resolve this problem, which sadly is a major one and is also increasing, but they can certainly offer explanations and that way pave the way to finding ways of answering this problem. My colleague Georges Stefgen has published on different forms of cyberbullying and notably different forms of mobbing. He has also published on the phenomenon of empathy. In other words, does a cyberbully feel empathy in a different way to a real-life bully? Do they use anonymity and use their invisibility in ways that increase their power and that dissociate themselves from the emotional harm that they're inflicting on somebody else? Another colleague of mine, André Meltzer, has published on cyberbullying as well in the context of video games and in the context of the habits that people develop in video games and whether or not as well this separates them from, if you like, real-life emotions. A university by definition is about young people, and one of the most important aspects of drawing attention to problems such as cyberbullying is that also we can offer some answers to those problems. We can actually start conversations within a university, among students, between staff and students, and hopefully also start to look at research and to think about ways of answering these problems, of offering also greater awareness of the rights of women and girls and those who identify as female in this world.